recently got rejected from my guy friend, and it was tough. He's a lot shorter than me, too. He comes up to my shoulders, and I'm like 5'5", 5'6", depending on my weight, but I put it all on the line, and he did not feel the same way. I was so embarrassed. I'm still embarrassed. Like, the only thing I can do is just hold my head up high, just so I never see him again.
She got rejected in the back end, but on the front end, who really got rejected? And you can tell that she never wanted this guy like that because she's clowning his height. She has no options left, so now she wants to reach back into the bag of nice dudes, the friend zone dude. She wants to try to pull him out, but he says, it ain't about to go that easy like that. It's not about to go down. I know who I am. See, it doesn't matter what they think of you. Because look, right? She's trying to pull him back out the bag, no matter if she thinks of him highly or she doesn't, but she doesn't have the ability to. You're not going to sit here and tell me that this guy just wanted to be friends with her the whole time. Nah. Typically how it goes is they put men in the friend zone. And if he was really your friend, you would have never been looking at him in this way. She's throwing a Hail Mary, looking to hit the buzzer beater, and he ain't going. See, it's not attractive to take a woman who never saw you like that in the beginning.
Why is it when you friend zone a guy and you don't want to be with him, they kind of unfollow you, they get nasty, they're rude to you? And, you know, I've been talking a lot about this and I've been looking at people's comments, and some guys, not all, have been saying, come on, you know why a guy doesn't like it when you're friend zoned. And I've spoken about this to my male friends, and it's like, you know, it hurts their ego. They should remove themselves from a situation straight away. Why? I just don't want to be with you. There are plenty of women out there. You know, there's women way hotter than me, way more sexier, I'm sure. Why does it matter? I remember this back at school. Some boys wanted to be with me, others didn't. And yes, it hurt me. But let me tell you, whoever doesn't want to be with me, it really makes me reflect on myself and think, and it kind of makes me a better person. Yes, I don't want to go through that constantly because it's not nice form of rejection. I sound loaded, but I do think women, we decide who we sleep with. And men, they kind of decide if they want to have a relationship or commit to you. Also us too, but I'm not explaining this right, but you know exactly what I mean. And I do feel when there's this dynamic, like, oh no, he won't like if I'm friend zoning him, like, it kind of forces you into something else. The other day I was working and I saw this assistant, and anyway, he was the assistant. Definitely not my type, but he did a really kind, generous act throughout the day. And I was like, wow, that's so interesting. This is actually what made me think about this. And I was thinking, if you really get to know someone and you get to see things about them, because honestly, that assistant, like I felt something. I was like, wow, that is such a nice thing. And I'm not saying I want to date him. It made me think differently about him in that sense. My experience as a woman, I really have to get to know a guy. I have to see things about him. I have to study him. I have to watch him. And that only comes with time. The grey zone is not always a bad thing. It will become a solid colour soon, I promise you. And it always goes back to this thing, like how guys in the past that I don't want to be with will like unfollow me or kind of be rude to me or not really want to engage in any way. And I'm just like, but I thought you liked me. So which one is it? You just wanted to sleep with me and claim me as your like girlfriend so I can be like this thing, or you like me as a person? I don't get it.
She's asking why men have a problem with being friend zoned. Listen, women are not your friend like that. Because if they are, there's no romantic interest. When you're talking about friends versus friend zone, it's two completely different things. You know why men don't want to be in the friend zone. It's very disrespectful. The best relationships don't start out as friends, because it's always the guys that you want like that you're willing to rush for. Those are the guys that you break the rules for. The guys that are good for you, the guys that will wait, that do want to actually get to know you, these guys need to be put through the ringer. Absolutely not. And they always manipulate when they're talking. She's saying, oh, an assistant at her job, her place of work, right? She saw him do some act of kindness and now she's looking at him different. But people, she's like, but I'm not like interested in him like that. I don't want to date him. So what sense does it make even bringing that up before? No, men don't like it. Just accept it. See, when men are direct with women, women can't manipulate anything. They can't go this way, this way, up, down, A, B, B. No, they have to answer directly to that. And they don't like that because they can't use you. Because women will tell you a bunch of things that amount to the same thing. I think we should wait. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready for a relationship. I just got out of a relationship. You're a really great guy. Maybe something can develop. All of this stuff would never be said to you if she really likes you. But another part about it is men are not accepting the friend zone. Men will be like, okay, men will get a girlfriend. Men will go elsewhere. There's still a problem with it because at the end of the day, they want to use you for attention, and we don't play by the same sets of rules. I don't give a damn what woman is giving me attention. She's not giving me box. She's not bringing me money. She's not making my life better. No, I don't need her attention. She can keep her attention. I'm telling you, only little boys crave a woman's attention. I'm serious, bro. Like, to a certain degree, I can understand men wanting women's attention, but wanting it the same way that women want it for it to lead nowhere, no, I don't see that. We're not the same, and we don't play by the same sets of rules. It's the only reason why they have a problem when you go about your business and respect yourself. Let's get the next one.
So I go on a Hinge date this weekend with this guy, and I tell him on the app before we ever get off the app, I'm like, hey, I'm looking to take things slow. So if the first couple of times we hang out, you know, if it comes to 2 or 3 hangouts, whatever, it feels like 2 friends just getting together, you know, that's what I want. I'm looking to take things slow. And he goes, yeah, I'm in it for the long haul, meaning like he wants a relationship. So he's like, that's cool. And I was like, great. And then he starts texting me. And his texts are like a little bit too flirtatious for like the messaging I just given him. You know, I'm like hanging out with my friends and he's like, what are you up to? And I'm like, oh, I'm hanging out with my friends. And he's like, oh, I bet you look so cute. And I'm like, well, maybe I do. I know that I do, but you don't know that I do because we haven't met yet. Or I'll say something like, hey, we're making plans. And I was like, hey, can we go to this coffee shop instead of this other coffee shop? And he's like, well, as long as I get to see you this weekend, it doesn't really matter where we meet up. And I'm like, okay, well, that's generous, but also what? I'm like, whatever. Okay, we have these plans. I'll meet him in broad daylight. Fine. So we go, we have coffee. Everything's fine. Like, you know, just a pretty average, like 2 people meeting up for coffee kind of date. And then he walks me to my car and I'm like, yeah, this is fun. We should do it again sometime. And he's like, yeah, sure. So we say goodbye. And then I text him after and I'm like, hey, it was really nice getting to know you. And I hear nothing. I don't hear a dang thing. I'm like, well, that's strange considering the lead up to this date. He's been very communicative. He's been very in my phone. But I'll give him a day. And so I follow up today. I'm like, hey, if I'm reading the room correctly, perhaps you're not interested anymore. And, you know, it's fine. Just let me know. Just let me know what you're feeling. Because we left the date being like, let's hang out. And then now it doesn't seem like you want to hang out. And nothing.
See, women will try to make it difficult for you to have access to them, or they'll just make it difficult. They'll be super annoying in the beginning. And this woman's talking about he went radio silent, like he just cut it off because you're being difficult for no reason. And I find it funny that she's like, oh, he's doing all this flirtatious stuff, but we haven't even met yet. Bro, they will suck off a celebrity for nothing more than a story to tell. But first they got to find somebody who will care to listen to it. That's all they'll get in exchange for that. You don't know them. You don't know him. The guy they really want like that, they don't even need to know him. They just need to know what type of guy he is. Don't fall for the manipulation. So she's like, he's asking me, you know, he's telling me, oh, I bet you do look really good. It doesn't matter where we go as long as we're together. If she was really interested in him, she would have been like, oh, you think I look good? Well, check this out. And she would have sent him a picture. If she was really interested in him, she would have been like, yeah, I feel the same way. It doesn't matter where we go as long as we're together. See, they're going to try to pull the wool over your eyes. And if you're slow, you're going to be like, no, he was rushing. No. To a guy that's experienced, he understands that guy was not rushing. He wasn't. Especially on the apps. Women will be forward, they'll be direct, and they'll be accepting of your directness. They don't care, bro. When they're really feeling you, they don't care. They'll come over to the crib the second date. They'll meet up with you for little to nothing. They'll pull up on you. Hey, bro, I'm trying to tell you guys this. I said this in a prior video. When you get into the double digits, and there's guys in the triple digits, quadruple, it doesn't matter. But I'm saying the double digits, when you start making things happen with women on the regular, or throughout your years, you just look back and you're like, yeah, I had this one, I had this one, I had her friend, I had her friend, I had this friend group, you know, we were here, we were there, I got with women from everywhere, right? You start to pick up on patterns and you can't unsee anything, bro. You can't. You're lying to yourself at this point. That's how used to women, like, that's just how used to the game you are. So if I'm used to women making it extremely easy for me, I'm used to women, even if I do wait, it's by my choice. It's not a woman telling me we have to wait and I have these rules. No, it just naturally flows. That's another thing. You understand that you don't push things on women, yet they naturally flow. When a woman is doing something that just puts a wedge in there, you're like, I don't want to deal with it. You abort mission because you're so used to things just going easy like Sunday morning. So the guy don't want to talk to you no more. It's your loss. See, this is the thing. They put up all this resistance in all of these games, but then when you go elsewhere, they have a problem with it because they missed out on an opportunity. Oh, but he was saying all of this stuff. Why does it matter now? You were saying that he needed to slow down, right? You don't like it because his attention goes with him when he leaves.